Hi friends, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for coming back if you've been here before. Today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading, and today's topic is going to be wish fulfillment. What wish has been granted and is on its way to you? So I do have three options for you today. Option number one is the Star card from the Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot deck. Option number two is the Star card from the Wizard of Oz Tarot deck. And option number three is the Star card from the Mythos Tarot deck. So pause the video if you need to. Ask yourself which pile or maybe piles will have a message for you. And let's talk about what you can expect in this reading. All right, so for this reading, we are going to open up by looking at what wish is being granted for you. And this is something that you are either just about to receive, have recently began to receive, or is on its way to you. So we're going to specify what exactly that is. Then we're going to look at what is your current energy with this wish. So what is happening as it relates to the wish right now for you? We are going to move into what is aligning to make this wish possible for you. Then we're going to talk about what requires attention before your wish arrives. So this could be something that you can do, that you can help move along. We're also going to look at support. So who or what is supporting this wish for you? Then we're going to look at any potential blockages to this wish, anything that may get in the way of you receiving this. We're going to look at signs that you'll see as your wish gets closer. And then we are going to move into how can you prepare to receive this wish, whatever it is that you will be receiving, with then looking into how this wish will change your life. And we are going to end the reading by just getting a message from the universe for you, as well as some oracle cards. So this will be a reading where I am going to shuffle on camera for every single deck that wants to come through. So if this sounds like something that is going to work for you in your situation or is interesting to you, stick around. We are about to get started. If this is where you leave me, I hope you come back soon, and I hope you have a wonderful week. But let's jump into the reading. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you are drawn to the Star card, and this is from the Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot deck. I'm going to place that right over there. As a reminder, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it to fit. Also, for this reading, I did do a reading breakdown, which is time-stamped below. It's going to tell you exactly what's going to be answered, and in the format it's going to be answered. So I highly suggest that you check that out. That way you know if this is the right reading for you. So to get started, we are going to look at what is the wish that has been granted for you. What is the wish that is already on its way to you that the universe has granted for you? So for my pile number ones, and this is one of those like very thick decks that can be a bit of a pain to shuffle. But for my pile number ones, what is the wish? What wish is being granted for my pile number ones? And this portion of the reading should help you figure out if this is your pile, because the wish that has been granted should be something that you have either asked for or that you have been desiring or something that you would like to receive. So keep that in mind. But for my pile number ones, what is the wish that is being granted for my pile number ones? Let's take a look, pile number one. Let's see what we have here for you. So bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. We also have the Lovers. Let me see what's going on in this card. Yup. All right, we're going to cover this up. Let me find. Okay. We have the Lovers, and the reason I'm covering that up is because YouTube can be a pain. We also have the Three of Wands And we have the Five of Wands. Very interesting. So, pile number one, as far as your wish fulfillment, there's a few different possible scenarios here. And I'm going to go through what they are and take the one that resonates, but it's going to kind of come down to very similar energies here. As far as the wish that is being granted, there is forward movement coming in. There is something that will be progressing. Because we have the King of Swords, we have the Lovers, we have the Three of Wands, and the Five of Wands. For some of you, there's going to be forward movement in a relationship. There is going to be some sort of resolution, some sort of forward movement in a relationship, in a connection. Now, for some of you, this could very well be the relationship with yourself, right? The connection that you have with yourself, your understanding of self, and this could be more about self-improvement. For others of you, this is about an existing relationship. It could be platonic, it could be more romantic in nature, but this feels like there is some sort of understanding that's going to be reached, and it has to do with matters of the heart, and there is going to be almost like a reaching of the next level, next steps here. So for some of you, if you resonate that this wish has to do with a relationship, this could be you and someone making things official, you and someone getting engaged, you and someone getting married, you and someone moving in together or starting a family together. For those of you where you resonate, where this is more about you and your relationship to self, this is you getting to the next level. This is you having some sort of breakthrough when it comes to your understanding of self and to you reaching the next level on your journey. With the Five of Wands being here, the Five of Wands can usually speak to conflict. So for some of you where you resonate that this is about a relationship with an outside person, this could be that you've been having like a little bit of a rocky start, or maybe just like a rocky time in this connection, in this relationship. For others of you, if you've been going through like an on and off situation with someone and you've been wishing for resolution there, you will have resolution. You will move to the next step. Now, what that next step is for each of you individually is going to be different things for different people. It's a general reading, but there does feel like there is a next step. There's something else that's being reached. There's forward movement here. There's going to be answers. There's going to be clarity coming in, and there's going to be next steps that are going to be able to be taken. And this is something, we do have this Three of Wands here, which is the card of manifesting, right? So this is something that you have manifested, and this is something that you have been putting a lot of time and effort into. I want to see there, the Fool card is here. So there is a new beginning. There is like a brand fresh start here. So for some of you, if you resonate with the message that maybe there is a relationship or a connection that has been going kind of back and forth, and it's been a little bit shaky, it's been a little bit confusing, not knowing exactly what to do, there is going to be a fresh start here. So for some of you, this could be someone that you've been on and off with. For those of you that resonate with maybe this is being more about yourself, there is a brand new beginning here for you where you are able to gain clarity on the next steps forward, and you are able to make progress on some sort of improvement of self. This could be taking on a new hobby. This could be taking on a new routine. This could be a deeper spiritual understanding. This could be bringing in more ease, more harmony into your day-to-day existence. The High Priestess, yeah. For some of you, this is going to be more about the self. And even for those of you where this is about a relationship, there is still a level of this affects and improves your inner peace and your connection to yourself, even if this is also about a person outside of you, right? So for some of you, this could very well be something more platonic where there is forward movement on healing in a relationship that maybe has to do with a family member or with a friendship where something happened. But as far as the wish that has been granted here, it's forward movement in a way that's going to bring more peace, more harmony, and in a way that is aligned with your heart space, with your heart chakra, and also, in a way, with this Five of Wands being here where there's conflict resolution, we see that Nine of Cups, which is the card of wish fulfillment. And I do get this for my pile number ones. This is a pile where you've been working towards this, you've been investing time and energy on this. For a few of you, this could very well be you meeting a King of Swords type of person, regardless of gender, someone who embodies the energy of the King of Swords, and kind of starting either a new friendship, a new relationship. It could be romantic, it could be platonic. So for someone here, it could very well be that you've been manifesting someone in your life, a soulmate in your life, whether that is a romantic soulmate or not. But there's some sort of manifestation here that you've been working on for a very long time that is coming through. And I will say for this group, it feels like it's going to move very fast. It's going to move very quickly. Pile number one, let's see what the current energy is with this wish. So what's currently going on for you as it relates to this wish? For my pile number ones, what's going on as it relates to this wish? Let's take a look here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are feeling lonely. Some of you are feeling left out. Some of you are like, there's something that doesn't feel right. There's disappointment. There's even grief here that's coming through. Let's see what else we have. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Let's take a look at what else we have here. The Tower. See, there's changes coming. There's a change coming in. And the Six of Wands. There's a lot of Wands energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius heavily represented, but also fire energy, quick moving energy coming through. But pile number one, when it comes to current energy and what is happening at this time as it relates to this wish, I do think there is a big level of just like, there's a lot of feelings involved with this. There's a lot of emotions that have been coming up with this one for my pile number ones. That's absolutely the case here. And I also think that there is a level of just feeling blocked. So this doesn't necessarily feel like it's coming true, or this doesn't feel like things are where you want them to be. The Four of Pentacles being here, there is a level of feeling insecure, especially with the Four and the Five of Pentacles being here. There's an insecurity around this. There's like a not being sure that this is going to happen, that this is going to come true, or this is going to be granted, that you're going to receive what you are asking for. One thing I will say, if you're watching this, there's a lot of changes happening for you, and they could be very unexpected. It could feel like your life is very chaotic at this time. This is in preparation of this wish, and it's almost one of those situations for my pile number ones where it feels like things are falling apart in order for them to fall back into place. And I also feel like for this group, there are things that are falling apart around anything that isn't meant for you, anything that isn't giving to you, right? Anything that isn't in alignment with you is actually falling apart at this time. And for some of you, there may be even a level of like something feels like it's actually falling apart when in reality it's going to fall back together. So for those of you that resonate with the message about the relationship, this could be feeling like, the relationship isn't working, or it's, you're not being able to communicate with your person, or there's a separation, there's a period of a break here. For those of you that resonate where this is more personal, this could just feel like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm going. Every time I try something, it backfires on me. That's a big level of the energy that's coming through here. It's a lot coming up emotionally, trying to remain in control, trying to remain centered, but also having a hard time doing so because of all of the energies. But at the same time, learning that you are worth all of the things that you want and that you deserve the best and that you will not accept anything but the best. So I do think for this group, there are lessons that are being learned around you are enough, you deserve the best, and you don't have to prove yourself to anyone to be worthy of the things that you want and desire. Pile number one. I want to see what is aligning to make this wish possible. So what is aligning for my pile number ones in order to make this wish possible? What is aligning for my pile number ones in order to make this wish possible? Let's see what we have up at the bottom of the deck. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We also have, if I can pick them up, we also have the Judgment card. I'm going to take that there. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We also have the Hanged Man. There's a lot of things that feel like they are falling into place, but some of this may feel almost like a blessing in disguise. We start out with the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is all about a rebirth. It's about a complete reconnection, realignment with higher self, right? It's also a card that really speaks to knowing yourself fully and understanding yourself fully, understanding what are your triggers, what are your glimmers, what lights you up, what your boundaries are. And with this Judgment card being here, it's also about self mastery, self understanding, self realization, if you will, and knowing your heart and being able to act from a place of truth and honor your truth. So I do think that what is falling into alignment is that there's a lot of clarity that is already starting to come in. And for some of you, that may look like just understanding that certain things aren't working or certain things no longer feel right for you. We have this Eight of Pentacles. So it does feel like there is a lot of improvement being made. There's a lot of forward, I don't want to say a lot of forward movement, but you are truly getting to the bottom of everything that is happening in your life. And I also think that for this group, there is like a becoming, right? A stepping into your true self and becoming that authentic true self, especially when you combine this Judgment card and this Eight of Pentacles, even with that Hanged Man being there. So it feels like as far as what is aligning to make this wish possible is more of what is aligning internally for you, pile number one, and you knowing yourself at a deeper level, you embracing this new version of yourself, and you also gaining a new perspective of everything that has been happening for you. And there's a brand new beginning, but this is very internal. This is almost a rebirth of you and your internal workings, how you approach things, how you relate to the world around you. And that's what's aligning here. It is you, yourself, and the way that you are approaching life, the way that you are viewing life, and how you are responding to the world around you. And I also think that part of what is aligning is that your determination, that your guiding light, that your inner compass is taking you exactly where you are meant to be. And it's guiding you to the moment that is going to give you your wish fulfillment. So whether this has to do with another person or it's more about the self, this is really beginning within yourself. And that's a very powerful place to be in. Let's take a look at what requires your attention before your wish arrives. So what requires your attention before your wish arrives? That was a terrible shuffle. Let's do that again. But what requires my pile number one's attention before this wish arrives? It's not all of them, I promise. That's why I'm not taking it, because I was aiming for 3. These can be a bit sticky. We have the Moon card. Let's take a look at what we have here. We also have the Emperor, the Page of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. So pile number one, as far as what requires your attention before your wish can arrive, I think this is really speaking to, first and foremost, we have the Moon at the bottom of the deck there. So I think really dealing with any fears that may be coming up, or dealing with, the shadow self, can be a very helpful thing, especially for those of you where there may be this underlying belief that you may not deserve something, or that something isn't going to happen for you, especially if you're listening to this reading and there's a part of you that's like, yeah, sure, that's not going to happen, but like, I wish, or like, hopefully, but there's like there's a lot of doubt. That could be a good thing to do some like shadow work around, or just give yourself more grace and more compassion and more love. Self-love, I think, could be very helpful, especially self-care for this group. But as far as what requires your attention, I think this is also speaking to you being able to respond as these opportunities, as this wish shows up in your life. What do I mean by that? So there's one thing here that your wish has been granted, but for many of you, this is going to come in the form of like an opportunity, right? Something that requires you to respond, something that requires you to interact with it. So for example, this could be someone coming in and offering you the next steps to a relationship. You still have to be in a place where you accept it, especially if it's something that you want. This is also about you. For those of you where this is more personal and it doesn't involve another person, there is a level of like, there's a lot of inner change that's going to be a catalyst as far as opportunities that show up outside, right? Outside of you. But being in a place where you can respond to these opportunities and take them in and accept them and, act on them. I think that's a very important thing that is coming through here, as far as, what to do to prepare, or what to give attention to as you prepare to receive this wish fulfillment. And I also think that for you, pile number one, remaining open, right? Remaining curious, allowing yourself to learn new things, to experience new things, to be open to those experiences, and to pursue what you want more of, what you want to experience more of, is going to be so important. And to open up to those opportunities, this is truly what this comes down to. And with this 10 of Pentacles here, it's the understanding that you can have all that you desire, that you can have abundance, you can have a happy emotional life, a happy mental, spiritual, physical, material world, and that you don't have to wait for the other shoe to drop, that it's not a trick, that it's not something that is being given to you with the condition that something else is going to be taken from you. This is truly speaking about being in a place where you can accept goodness, where you can accept abundance, and you understand that this is something that you have earned. This is something that you have worked very hard for. So let's see the support here. So who or what is supporting you, pile number one, as you receive your wish, who or what is supporting my pile number ones? Let's see here. Who or what is supporting my pile number ones? Let's take a look. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. We also have the King of Wands, the Four of Cups, and we have Temperance. So let's talk about it. So as far as who or what is supporting you, pile number one, I think a big supporter is your higher self. I also think a big supporter is all of the work that you have already put in, that you have already invested, and this is more you reaping the rewards of your hard work. For some of you, there is a King of Wands type figure that is coming in, and especially for those of you where you resonate with this has to do with an outside relationship. This has to do with like either a platonic or a romantic relationship. This is talking about that person is going to be there to support you. That person is also manifesting this and wishing for this and receiving this. But I also think pile number one, there is a lot of angelic help for this group. So this could be in the form of like guardian angels. This could be in the form of archangels. I do think Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Jophiel are big supporters of this group. I'm seeing Archangel Uriel as well for some of you, but those could be some archangels. And I do think that this is a group that most of you do feel that connection to angelic support, and you have I'm honestly seeing a lot of guardian angels here for this group. So for most of you, it could be that you do work with angels or you feel drawn to angels. But I do think there's a lot of angelic support here on top of the support from the person that you are going to be connecting with, for those of you that resonate with that message. And then also all of the work that you have already put into this, all of the work that you have already dedicated to this, because there's a lot that you are like, you are reaping the rewards of all of the internal work that you've put in, of all of the work that you have done. And for some of you, it's been a lot of internal, spiritual, emotional, mental work that you have been doing that is going to lead you to this place. And it's going to be an opportunity for you to release the past and release experiences that were very limited or were not everything that you wanted them to be. Because I do think for this group, there's almost like this pattern where you have wished for things, you've received them, but there's something that either goes wrong or there's something that doesn't work out in the way that you thought. So there have been like these missed opportunities. And that's why it's so important for this group to really come to terms with the fact that you can have something amazing, you can have something beautiful, and there doesn't have to be a catch. It can just be something that was sent to you because that's what you are meant to experience at this time. And I do think that you do have a lot of spiritual support. As I said, a lot of angelic support. For some of you, I am seeing spirit guides coming through. We talked about the archangels. For others of you, there are a few deities coming through as well. Like I'm seeing Hecate coming through for this group. I'm seeing Goddess Kali. This is a group where it feels very connected to more of the dark goddess archetype, which is all about like working with the shadow and working with the unknown and embracing the unknown. Also, when we talk about the maiden, the mother, and the crone, there's a lot of crone energy coming through here. So a lot of wisdom coming through. All right, pile number one, let's see what the potential blockage is. So what can get in the way of this wish fulfillment so that you are aware and you don't allow it to get in the way? For my pile number ones, what is a potential blockage here for this wish fulfillment? Well, this wish that has already been granted, you know what? We'll take it. Bottom of the deck, the Sun. That was interesting. It was the Hierophant. Yeah, beliefs. beliefs are coming up here a lot. We're going to talk about it. So we have the Sun, the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. Yeah, that heartbreak is there, right? That betrayal. And we have the Nine of Cups as a potential blockage. Very interesting. So let's talk about the Sun card, because the Sun card can be seen as just one of the most positive cards in tarot. And while it can be, every single card has its positive and its shadow attributes. So when it comes to the Sun card, this can talk about like self-doubt, right? Do I deserve this thing that is being given to me? Do I self-sabotage? Do I truly believe that this is for me, or do I push it away? Do I not receive it because deep down or unconscious or subconscious, I don't feel like I am worthy of it? Be very careful with that. We also have the Hierophant, which is a very similar energy, right, that we've been talking about already, which is all about, belief systems. It's all about what do I believe, and it can really speak to outdated belief systems about self, about what is available, what is possible. And it can also speak to, just what is the narrative, right? The narrative that you are telling yourself and the narrative that you have accepted as truth. We have that Knight of Swords coming through there. So with this Knight of Swords in combination with the other cards being here, that it can speak to impatience, but it can also speak to kind of being harsh and rash and kind of acting from a place of impulse. Again, that sense of possibly self-sabotaging and or holding yourself back from a place of fear, and not moving towards the opportunities as they show up, not accepting the opportunities as they show up and allowing them to pass by. We also have this Three of Swords here, right? So accepting that the past happened, that the past is the past, and that anything that didn't work out for you was actually divine protection, right? That anything that didn't unfold in the way that you wanted to, it just wasn't meant to be. But that doesn't mean that going forward, everything is going to work out in the same way. So this is really speaking to taking time to sit with the doubts, to sit with the fears and hold space with them, but at the same time not dwelling within them, and also just acknowledging where you are at and allowing yourself to move forward. Because we also have this Nine of Cups here, and it's very interesting because we have two of the, like, I don't want to say the best, but like two of the best. And the reason I put that in air quotes is because, as I said, every single card in tarot has its positive and its shadow attributes. And the Nine of Cups is one that when it speaks to blockages or challenges, it can speak to just, that sense of just unfulfilled desires and that belief that maybe those desires won't be granted, that wish won't ever come true. But pile number one, this is a reading about your wish has already been granted. It's about allowing yourself to receive it. So pile number one, what are the signs and synchronicities that you will see when your wish is near? So as your wish gets closer and closer, what are the signs and synchronicities that you will see? I just saw 888 for this group. So for some of you, you're going to be seeing number sequences. We see this Page of Pentacles. I do think that for this group, something interesting that may happen is that the closer that this gets to you, the more at peace you're going to feel. Like, instead of feeling impatient, I almost feel like this sense of like everything is going to be okay is going to wash over you. I also think that for this group, you may see butterflies, specifically like a white or like cream colored butterfly. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to be feeling more confident. The Two of Cups. You're going to feel in your intuition, you are going to feel that something big is on its way to you. You are going to feel that something is already coming your way and it's going to show up for you. I really think that this is a group where you're really going to be able to almost sense something else coming in. I also think that as your wish gets closer, you are going to find yourself in a place where will be receiving more things. So maybe you are winning a raffle, maybe you are winning a prize, maybe you find that people are being more kind to you, or people are offering, their services to you, or people seem nicer than usual to you. I also think for this group, there may be some dreams that come through for some of you. When it comes to nature, I think you are going to, actually, you don't even have to be in nature for this, but for some of you, you are going to smell like fresh flowers as this is getting closer and closer. The 888 number is coming through as significant. So some of you may start to see a lot of like eights all around. Let me see if there's anything else that's coming through here. I really feel like this, almost this sense of like just serene, like everything is going to feel serene. Everything is going to feel very peaceful. And then this thing comes in, or it's like everything quiets down and then your wish comes in. I want to see what's underneath there. Yeah, the Hermit. You're going to feel way more at peace the closer that this comes in, the closer that this gets to you. Let's take a look at how you can prepare to receive this wish, right? How can you prepare to receive this? And this is like an action, like practical steps, action steps that you can take in order to prepare to receive your wish. And we have the Fool card. So with the Fool card here, absolutely give yourself opportunities to explore new hobbies. This could be just explore new ways of doing things, watch a new show, go check out a new movie, listen to some new music. This is about taking a leap of faith and bringing in newness, bringing in more adventure and more excitement to your day-to-day life. Then we have the Three of Cups. We also have the Six of Cups, and we have the Knight of Wands. So pile number one, this could be a time where doing something that's creative could be very helpful. So that could be like maybe drawing, painting, coloring. If you're into like adult coloring books, this could be spending time with friends. This could be, playing an instrument, singing, again, like doing something creative. Also honoring your emotions, your feelings. Spending time with loved ones, I think, is going to be very important, especially if you feel you need the support or you need somebody to talk to. Spending time in community can be very helpful. Doing things that are going to lift your vibration and make you feel more joyful. This could be reading a new book as well, whatever is going to do that for you. But seeking connection for this group, whatever that means for you, whether that is connection with other people, friends, family, loved ones, a partner, or it's also connection with self. For some of you, I think journaling, especially journaling about the things that didn't work out in the way that you wanted them to, and almost writing like a goodbye letter to it, or like getting some type of closure and leaving certain things in the past so that you can move forward. But I think for this group, like adventure, excitement, spontaneity, creativity is what you can engage with in order to prepare for this wish fulfillment that wants to come your way. So pile number one, we are going to see how this wish is going to change your life. So how will this wish change your life going forward? For my pile number ones, how is this wish going to change their life going forward? Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. We also have the Queen of Cups, love it, and the Eight of Cups. Pile number one, there's a lot of like fire energy in this reading, and we talked about it earlier when I started. There's also a lot of cups. So there's a lot of like emotional. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces also heavily represented here. But there's a lot emotionally that's going on. And as far as what is going to change for you, how this wish fulfillment will change your life, it's going to bring so much love, so much beauty and abundance, and it's going to bring healing, and it's going to help you lead from the heart. It's also going to help you operate from the heart more. So I do think for this group, if you do chakra work, working with your root chakra and your heart chakra can be very helpful, because this is talking about, this is going to change your life, because you're going to go from this 7 of Wands energy, which is more of like struggle energy. It's more of, you know, having to ground yourself and feeling challenged and having to respond to challenges and having almost like to be on the defense, to being in a place where you are more secure, more calm, more joyful, more content, where you are operating from a place of belonging, from a place of confidence, and from a place of alignment to higher self. And where, regardless of if this is about an outside relationship or not, you are going to be in a place where you are choosing yourself, you are honoring yourself, and you are doing what you need to do for yourself to ensure that you're living your best life and that you are receiving everything that you want. This is you leaving your old reality where there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of unknowns, a lot of doubt, low self-esteem for some of you, and I say that respectfully. And you're in this place where you're embracing more of this Queen of Cups energy, right? Where there's so much intuition, there is so much love and sensitivity and creativity and just compassion, right? Empathy and heart healing, but also operating from the heart space. That's beautiful. Pile number 1. I really love this reading for you. Let's take a look at what is a message from the universe. So what does the universe want you to know right now? What message does the universe have for you right now? All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Change is coming. Things are shifting. Pile number 1, let's see what else we have here. The Two of Wands. Choose different. Do different. Expand. Choose new experiences. Step out of your comfort zone. Open yourself up to the things that you want, to the things that maybe create some fear, but that are, you know, that you're curious about. And then we have this 6 of Pentacles. This is about the give and take, right? This is about making sure that you are creating balance in your life. But I really think a big message from the universe at this time is that the world is filled with opportunities. And part of what this wish fulfillment is bringing you is the opportunity to explore these opportunities, right? Because for some of you, this is going to be more than one wish, right? This is going to be a relationship, but also the relationship with self, right? There's a lot of healing here. There's a lot of healing as far as how you connect with yourself and then with others. So the universe is really saying, you know, go on that adventure. Change is coming. Embrace that and allow yourself to explore. And I also think for this group, practicing gratitude could be very helpful at this time. Like having some sort of gratitude practice could really help bring this along as well. But let's see, pile number 1, let's bring in some additional cards. Let's see what additional messages are here for you. All right, let's take a look at what we have. What other messages want to come through for you? And we will end it soon. It's the one at the bottom. All right, Bottom of the deck, emotional energy. Emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. And this is the thing, pile number one, feel the rainbow, right? Taste the rainbow. Get some Skittles, pile number one. But no, definitely feel the rainbow of emotions and embrace everything, right? Embrace every single part of what it means to be alive, because that's what's coming up here. Then we have intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. So this is a reminder that this is your game of chess. You get to choose the next move, and this is about empowerment. A lot of what's coming through for this group is the wish that is going to empower you, and that relationship to self empowering you into growth. Finally, we have sharing. There is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. So I do think for this group, for many of you, you're going to resonate with a little bit of both, right? Like that relationship to self, but also relationship to others, whether it's somebody that you already know or somebody completely new. And this is saying, you know, bringing that balance, right? And I think for this group, leaning into oneness consciousness can be very helpful as well. Trying to see if there's anything else that wants to come through, and I am going to pick from one more deck. All right, so we're going to do one more deck, and we're going to pick some words for you of encouragement, and then I will let you go, pile number one. I feel like I talk so much. All right, so we have two for you. Surrender. All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. And power. I am a radiant, glorious, powerful being. Then we have bottom of the deck, success. Success fills my life in ways beyond my greatest expectations. Pile number one, I'm going to actually keep that one out. I want to show you what was underneath there. Breakthrough. I soar into limitless love, light, and joy. Pile number one, that is what I have for you. Claim it in the comments. I deserve all that I desire and so much more. I deserve all that I desire and so much more. That is your affirmation for the week. Claim it in the comments if you feel like that's what you want to do. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It helps me and the channel out so much. Share the video if you think it's worth sharing. Let me know what you'd like to see next. I do keep a running list. Stay tuned for the next poll. In August, we're going to keep it light, even though this is a timeless reading. As I'm posting this in August of 2025, we're going to keep it light and fun, so stay tuned for the next poll. But thank you for allowing me to read for you. I am sending so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to the Star card, and this is from the Wizard of Oz tarot deck with Dorothy and the beautiful Glinda. So I'm going to place that right over there. As a reminder, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it to fit. I did do a reading breakdown, which is time-stamped below, which is going to tell you exactly what will be answered during this reading and the format. So I highly, highly suggest that you check that out. That way you know if this is the right reading for you. But we are going to start by asking what wish has been granted and what wish is on its way to you. So let's get started, and we are going to be using the Wizard of Oz tarot deck for this pile. So let's ask, what is the wish that is being granted for my pile number twos? And pile number two, take this as part of the confirmation if this is the right pile for you, because if the wish that's being granted doesn't sound like something that you want, desire, or ask for, that could be an indication that this is not your pile and to try choosing a different pile. Or maybe this reading just doesn't have a message for you, which is okay. All right, let's take a look at what is the wish. We're going to do those. Bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have the Two of Bricks. So let's see what else we have here. We have the 10 of Spears, the King of Spears, the Justice card, and we have the Ace of Spears. So as far as this deck goes, I do want to mention this really quickly. In this deck, spears are swords, and the bricks are pentacles, the cans are cups, and the brooms are wands. So we have a lot of swords energy, air energy coming through for this group. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius heavily represented, but let's talk about what this wish is, because we have the 2 of bricks, which would be the 2 of pentacles in traditional tarot at the bottom of the deck here. So there's something here that, as far as wish fulfillment, there's something that's coming back into balance. We do have the 10 of Spears or the 10 of Swords. So for many of you, this could be that you've been going through a very difficult transition or a very difficult time in your life, right? When we talk about the 10 of Swords, there is an ending and there is something that has kind of come to a close, and it's typically something that is a very painful ending, right? Whether it's expected or unexpected, it does come with a very heavy emotional toll. So for some of you, part of the wish fulfillment that's coming through here is there is a brand new beginning. There is a clearing of karma. There is a clearing of a cycle and an opportunity to start a brand new one. There's also going to be an understanding of why things unfolded the way that they did. So to me, for my pile number 2s, part of your wish fulfillment feels almost like a blessing in disguise. It almost feels like something that was not the easiest, something that was a painful ending, something that carried a deep emotional, I want to say emotional, but in all areas of life as well, type of charge, that it's coming to an end and it's closing out. And there is a clear understanding of why it happened. There is also going to be clear steps on how to move forward. So for those of you, I'm going to use an example here just to kind of illustrate this better in the way that I'm getting this. This could be like someone that lost a job, right? There is an understanding that it happened because X, Y, and Z. And there's also an understanding that this probably was for the best. And there is a clear path forward. So it does feel like, for example, for those of you where it may resonate as there was a job loss or a loss of, something happened in your job or in your career, where it feels like it was very unexpected, it was very painful, but there's also a level here of clear thinking that comes through and figuring out exactly what the next steps are, and something comes in that creates balance, that creates justice to this situation, and it leads you to a brand new beginning. What is that brand new beginning? If you resonate with that career example or that job example, it could be a better job, a better paying job, or something that feels more in alignment with you and with what you originally desired. So there's almost a blessing in disguise here, and it's bringing balance, right? There's a brand new beginning. What did I say? Look at that Fool card there. I also want to mention pile number 2. This deck is absolutely just beautiful, stunning. And I'm so glad that you get to see it. I'm so glad that we get to work with it together. But I will say, pile number 2, there's good karma coming in. There's something here that was either within your control, but you had to take action on it and it caused you a lot of pain, or it was out of your control and it caused you a lot of pain. You will be coming up on top of this. You will be coming on the other side of this. There is success here. There is clear understanding. There is also a lot of wisdom that you're going to be gaining, regardless of what this is about. Your wish fulfillment is growth and expansion. Your wish fulfillment is walking away, moving away from a very painful ending, from a very difficult time in your life, moving forward with confidence and receiving some good karma, right? And I say good karma. Karma is not good or bad. We as humans like to give it, view it through a very specific lens. But this is the type of karma that would be described as good. There's something that's coming in and it leads you to a brand new beginning. So, whatever this is about, whatever is going on in your life, just know that it's moving in the right direction. Let's see if we can get more information. So, we're going to ask for what is the current energy with this wish. So, what is happening as it relates to the wish in your life at this time? What's going on in your life at this time as it relates to the wish? This is also a part of the reading that is meant to kind of confirm if the reading is for you, because this is a part where if it's for you, this is going to match your energy and match what's going on in your life. So we have the Knight of Spears. We are pulling like basically every swords card there is. We have the Five of Brooms. Let's do it that way so it looks much better. And the Ace of Cans. So pile number 2. This is very interesting. We have the Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups. So when it comes to what is going on in your life at this very time, I do feel that this is a time for you, pile number 2, where in your day-to-day life, there's something that still feels hidden or was very recently discovered. There's something here around either a betrayal, there's something here around deception, there's something here that has recently been discovered that you are still dealing with. There's some sort of reeling that's still happening for most of my pile number 2s. And for those of you where maybe it's not like a recent discovery or it's not something that's like coming to the surface right now, you are still dealing with the aftermath of it, because we have this Five of Wands here, right? So the Five of Wands deals with, it can absolutely deal with competition, and it can deal with comparing, yourself to someone else or paying attention to what someone else is doing. But it can also speak to surpassing limits, and it can speak to being challenged, right? And I do think that there is a level that is happening here for my pile number 2s that has to do with you trying to get to the other side of something, but it feels like there are obstacles, there are challenges that are still coming up. Look at that Ace of Brooms there. There's something that you want to move towards and create, but there are some blockages here. And you're having to face a lot of reality. You're having to face a truth. You're having to see something in a different light is what it feels like for my pile number 2s. And this could be something that has been going on in the recent past, or this is something that is just starting to happen for you, and just starting to come into your kind of your energy field, if you will. And you're having to do a lot of self-care, self-love at this time. And it could be that you're dealing, pile number 2, with something that almost feels isolating, that feels like I've got no one but myself to count on. I've got no one but myself to rely on. For some of you, this could very well be the ending of a relationship or a shift in a relationship that doesn't feel very nurturing. It doesn't feel very safe at this time, or it feels very confusing. Take that as it resonates. Let's take a look at what is aligning to make your wish possible. So what is aligning for you in order for this wish to be possible? What is coming into alignment in order for this wish to be possible? Pile number 2s. What is coming into alignment in order for this wish to be possible? Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of bricks. Trying not to mess them up. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have the 5 of spears, the 10 of bricks, and the 6 of bricks. So when it comes to what is aligning to make this possible for you, we do have this 5 of spears coming up here. And I think this 5 of spears is coming. There's definitely a challenge, a struggle, something that is trying to fall into place here, something that is trying to come together. But there's also something, because now we've seen the 7 of swords, the 5 of swords. We also saw justice. We've seen that 10 of swords. There's something here for my pile number 2s that not only feels unfair, but is actually very unfair. Pile number 2. That's coming through loud and clear. That's coming through like there's something that's not fair. There's something that is happening that it's like you didn't earn it, you didn't deserve it, you didn't do anything to get to this point, but this is the cards that you have been dealt and you are dealing with them. So there's a lot that you're doing to like keep going and to move to the next level and to continue to grow and to do what you need to do for yourself. But there is that level of like, there's just not, it's not fair. I don't know why I'm dealing with this, and I don't know why this unfolded the way that it did. But something that's falling into alignment here is we have this 10 of bricks, right? So this 10 of pentacles. There is a sense of success is coming in. There's opportunities that are aligning themselves to come in for you. There's something that's going to be either offered to you or something that you are going to put your name in a hat for, that you are going to get some sort of callback or some sort of positive interaction with. So for those of you where you are looking for a new place of employment or a new job or a new career, just know that what is aligning is it's almost like the stars are aligning to make sure that this opportunity is created for you. What do I mean? So this could mean, you know, if you resonate with the career message, this could mean somebody is retiring from a position that is going to be yours. This could be someone is moving up or someone is retiring and moving on and there's an opening for you. Or this could be a company realizing that they need to create an opportunity and they are creating a brand new role that's going to go towards for you. Or for those of you where it's about more like growth and not completely leaving a place of employment, like this could be your place of employment is busy or your management team is noticing that you are doing great work, so they are creating something for you. There's something here that's being created for you. I keep using the career example because it's what's coming to mind. But for this group, I think this is going to be many different things for different people, right? But there's something that's coming in that it's like there are specific opportunities that are being created and they're being created with you in mind, that there's going to be some sort of equal give and take where it's something is either going to be offered and you're going to be able to receive it, or something is being created and you're going to run across it and you're going to be able to receive it. I also do think for right now, there is a little bit of like almost taking you and putting you on a time out. So it could feel that things are very stagnant right now. It's because they are aligning behind the scenes. So especially if you are feeling the need to compare yourself or you're trying very hard to make some sort of progress and it feels like you're just not getting anywhere and it feels like other people are getting more opportunities or things are working out for other people, and no matter how hard you try, it's not happening for you. Just know that what's happening for you, what your wish fulfillment, what's coming your way, it's meant for you and it's going to be there for you. And what's meant for you cannot be taken from you, pile number 2. But a lot of it is still happening behind the scenes because there's something that is preparing. There's something that needs to come together so that you can take the opportunity, that you can embrace what is coming your way. And just know that if it almost feels like you're being put on a timeout, it's because you are. It's because you are meant to you're meant to have this period of time to prepare, to rest and prepare for what's coming next. So what requires attention before your wish arrives? What requires attention before your wish arrives? And this could be an area of your life or whatever requires attention before your wish arrives. So we have the Queen of Spears. We also have the Page of Spears, the 9 of Bricks, and the 2 of Cans. Very interesting. So pile number 2, when it comes to what requires your attention before the wish arrives, with the Queen of Spears being here at the bottom of the deck, definitely pay attention to your thought process, pay attention to the way that you're talking to yourself, pay attention to your belief systems, the narratives, anything that is coming up, especially if you are feeling in a place of like defeat or in a place where things just don't feel very hopeful, because there has been a lot going on, so that it can be easy to get to that place where everything feels heavy and it feels very difficult and it doesn't feel very hopeful. Making sure that you're paying attention to that, but also really paying attention to your intuition and to any downloads that you are receiving at this time. Using your intellect, making sure that you are remaining grounded, that you are being discerning, that you are also really working with not just the emotional self, but the wisdom and the intellect as well, right? That discernment coming in. We also have the Page of Swords and the 2 of Cans, which is the 2 of Cups. I do think for this group, this is a good time to really network and market and put yourself out there and really spend time with loved ones. Make sure that you are putting out there what it is that you are hoping for, especially for those of you where you are going to be seeking something, where you are looking to receive something. Making sure that that word gets out, and also spending time with loved ones and really leaning in to your circle, to the people that love you and the people that care about you and that want the best for you, can be very helpful at this time. I will say for this group, if you've been feeling especially restless, grounding yourself, centering yourself can be very helpful. And this is also about continuing to invest, right? Continuing to put your best foot forward and to do the things that you are being guided to do, but not from a place of fear, but from a place of creating opportunities and taking advantage of the right opportunities, because we do have this 9 of Bricks here, which is the 9 of Pentacles, and it's speaking to like, don't give up, don't walk away. Make sure that you're taking care of your spiritual self as well as the material self, and keep going for the things that you want and desire, because there's so much out there for you, and keep moving towards abundance. So not letting whatever that difficult experience was, don't let that keep you down. Let that be the motivating factor that pushes you forward, but don't let it defeat you, because there's an opportunity coming in for you. For this group, it really feels like a blessing in disguise. Like something didn't work out, but it's because there's something better out there. And it's going to be coming in sooner than what you think, pile number 2. So how did I not even see you fall down? So we are going to be looking at support, and we're looking at who or what is supporting this wish. So for my pile number 2s, who or what? These cards are very hard to shuffle. Who or what is supporting my pile number 2's wish? I actually just need the 2. For some reason, just 2 want to come out. I'm going to honor that. The Knight of Bricks. We also have the 4 of Spears. And we have the 6 of Brooms. So pile number 2, as far as who is supporting your wish, I do think for this group there is an actual person that is supporting your wish. For some of you, this is somebody that you already know. This could be like a friend. This could be a former colleague of some sort. There's somebody here that is almost like playing cheerleader for you. And this person could be the bridge between you and what you desire, you and what this wish fulfillment is. There's an opportunity that's coming in for you. There's a brand new beginning. And I do feel like this Knight of Bricks person or this Knight of Pentacles person could absolutely be the kind of almost like the bridge to you and what you desire. We also have this 4 of Spears, which is the 4 of Swords. And this has come up throughout this reading already, but for this group, part of what is supporting you is giving yourself a little bit of a break, giving yourself a little bit of a time out, and kind of taking yourself offline a little bit so that you can kind of recharge your energy in preparation of what is to come. Because pile number 2, what's coming next is going to require a lot of energy, a lot of forward movement. And it does feel like something that you're not going to be able to ignore or you're not going to miss. Like it's going to be very obvious that what is meant for you is coming for you. I don't think there's going to be any questions. And we do have this 6 of Brooms or 6 of Wands that is here as well. And that speaks more to what I was just saying, right? Because it does feel like for this group, there's a lot of success that's coming in. And it's almost like something that is meant for you is what your wish fulfillment is. Something that is like either being created for you or being held for you, or like it's almost like all of the stars are aligning so that this thing, this position, this person, this idea, this project, whatever it is for you personally, finds you. And it's meant for you and only you. And it's not something that's going to pass you. It's not something that's going to be taken from you. It's not something that you even necessarily have to fight for, because it was already created for you, spiritually speaking. And this is meant to be your accomplishment. That is also what is supporting you. So if you are feeling like, I'm not getting anywhere, it's so frustrating, I feel like I'm losing out on opportunities, because I do feel like for a good amount of you, this may be about finances or finding a job or finding a career or getting a promotion. If that's the case, just know that it's because your thing, your position, the service, the whatever it is, it's being created for you. And that's why there are doors that are not opening for you. But there is somebody that is going to help you out. And for some of you, this is like maybe a recruiter. For others of you, this is somebody that you already know. It feels like somebody that is very grounded, somebody that has a lot of connections. And I forgot to mention this, and I apologize, but for some of you, there's also spirit guides that are very, very active at this time. And I do think this is a group where you are aware of who your spirit guide is, or at the very least, you can feel their energy. Let's take a look at any potential blockages here. Any potential blockages when it comes to this wish. So any potential blockages, we have the 3 of cans or the 3 of cups. We also have the 9 of brooms, the 5 of bricks, and the king of bricks. So pile number 2, when it comes to potential blockages, we have the 9 of wands. I do think a potential blockage here with this 9 of wands could be just, for some of you, exhaustion, and I think that is happening. But also for others of you, this has to do with maybe not being able to trust and open up to the opportunity when it shows up. And this could also have to do with like holding on to the past so much, or holding on to a past experience so much that you're not able to accept a new one. And I have said this for this group, I feel like there is something that's being created specifically for you that is meant for you, but you still do have to accept it. You still have to receive it, right? We saw that 6 of Pentacles. You still have to be able to take it, hold on to it, and take it to the next step. So there could be blockages if you do not follow through. There could be blockages if you kind of give up and don't give yourself an opportunity to see this through. So be very mindful of that, of like, you know, I'm going to, if something shows up, I'm not going to convince myself that it's not for me before I even try. Because we also have the 5 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles coming up here. So with this 5 of Pentacles being here, right, that scarcity mindset, or that like inability to move forward out of fear, or out of like a fear of success or fear of failure, right, which they're kind of two sides of the same coin. This could also have to do with like low self-esteem getting in the way, something that kind of prevents you from participating, something that prevents you from trying the thing. And it could be, again, when we started out this reading with this 10 of Swords, which is a very painful ending. So that could absolutely, you know, leave a little bit of a residual energy of maybe I don't want to try something new. Maybe I want to play it safe. So be very mindful of that. And this is also saying with this King of Pentacles here, giving yourself the opportunity to accept something and look at the whole picture, right? Because the King of Pentacles is very confident. The King of Pentacles is a leader. The King of Pentacles is all about personal growth. But with its shadow attributes, the King of Pentacles can obsess over like riches, and the King of Pentacles can be quite imbalanced, or out of balance, I should say. So being careful not to burn yourself out. Pile number 2 is going to be very important here, to prevent any blockages of this wish coming through. But let's take a look at the signs and synchronicities that you will see when this is near, right? When this is getting closer and closer, what are the signs and synchronicities that you will see? Someone here is going to find a lucky coin. I'm seeing that. So you may notice, like, it could be a shiny penny, or it could be like some sort of coin. I just saw that very clearly. That's not going to be for everyone. Take it as it resonates. Let's see what else we have here. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of cans, the 7 of cups. You're going to notice a lot of opportunities are going to be coming your way as your wish fulfillment is getting near. Not every single opportunity needs to be explored. Not every single opportunity needs to be accepted. Keep that in mind, pile number 2. Be very selective of what you choose for yourself. As far as signs and synchronicities, we have the Kindred, which is the Lover's card in this deck. Look at how beautiful that card is. We also have the 3 of Bricks in this card. in this deck, which the three of bricks in this Wonderland, in this Wizard of Oz deck is the three of pentacles. So when it comes to signs and synchronicities, I do think that a big sign that you are going to receive is that you, in your heart, in your intuitive gifts, whatever your intuitive gifts are for you, I do think for many of you, you are clairsentient. So in your heart, in your gut, your intuition is going to be telling you that something is falling into place for you, that something is coming together, that you can expect something. I also do think that there are going to be many opportunities that show up right around the time your wish fulfillment shows up. So for those of you where you are receiving this brand new beginning, there's something coming in to take the place of a loss that you have experienced, you are going to have choices. You are going to have the choice to choose what you think is right for you. One of these things is going to be the wish fulfillment. There may be a little bit of like something that is very shiny on the outside, but something that wouldn't be right for you ultimately. I also do think that part of what you're going to see, again, for this group, I saw like a shiny coin. For some of you, you may receive some sort of abundance. Maybe you find money, or maybe you win something. There's something like very abundant that comes through right before this wish fulfillment comes through. For some of you, you're also going to see, I'm seeing a ladybug. This could be in a dream. This could be out in nature that you see a ladybug. That's coming through here as well. I also think that as this wish is getting closer, there's going to be a new spirit guide that comes in for you. This could be a spirit animal for some of you, a spirit guide for others of you. I'm hearing a bird chirping. It could be a bird like right outside of your window, or a bird like standing like by like around your car. It's a smaller bird. It's not like a raptor. It's not a huge bird. It's a smaller bird. For some, it's like a robin, a dove, a blue jay, something along those lines. This can show up in your dreams as well, so keep that in mind. I do think for this group, for some of you, there's going to be a friend, a former colleague, somebody that you already know that may come through with information that may come through and help this come this come together. Let's take a look at how you can prepare to receive this. So this question is meant to be something tangible, something practical that you can do to prepare yourself to receive this. So what is something tangible that my pile number 2s can do to receive this wish? All right, pile number 2, let's take a look at the Chariot. Call it in, manifest it. I think for this group, positive affirmations and like manifesting through your use of words and affirmations can be very powerful. For some of you, candle magic, the Magician. This is about manifesting. Ask for it, do the thing, right? Ask for it. Don't play it safe. Ask for what you want, manifest it, speak it into existence. This is a group where I would suggest a vision board. I would also suggest, like, again, speaking it into existence. We have the Sun. Imagine it, ask for it, receive it. The Queen of Spears is coming out here as well. Pile number 2. This is very interesting because this is coming out so as far as like practical ways or something tangible that you can do. And A lot of this has to do more with like the magical side of things, but I do think this is a group where like candle magic, right? Like I'm going to light a candle. I'm going to create the vision board. I am going to manifest this through speaking it into existence. I also think that for this group, like daydreaming it, right? Like bringing it to life, envisioning it, right? Doing that like vision work. Like I'm going to sit here and envision this. I'm going to create this. I'm going to help this along. And part of what this is going to do, pile number 2, is get you to a place where you are prepared to receive it. I also think that for you, I said this earlier, I'm pretty sure, but if there's anything that's going to get in the way of you receiving it, right? Of you saying, this thing is here, let me receive it, that could be something that you work on at this time. But also bringing in more joy, more fun, more lifting, raising your vibration. Pile number 2 is a great way to bring this in. For someone here, clearing out your space, right? So clearing out your space. This could be spiritual clutter, but this is also like clearing out your space and getting rid of anything that is no longer needed. Making space physically, emotionally, mentally for this thing to come in. What needs to be cleared out in order for you to create that space? Being intentional about creating that space. For some of you, doing spiritual work, whether it's with like a spirit guide, whether it's like moon magic, candle magic, affirmations, whatever it is. For some of you, a spiritual bath as well, just to clear out energy. And again, envision it, manifest it, bring it together. We have that 7 of brooms underneath that chariot card as well. So this is also about, keeping yourself grounded and centered as you make space for this. So, how this wish will change your life. Pile number 2. How is this wish fulfillment going to change your life going forward? How is this going to change your life going forward? Once you receive this wish, how is it going to change your life going forward? Bottom of the deck, we have that Queen of Bricks. That Fool card, it's a brand new beginning, right? It's a brand new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune, it's bringing about change. The 8 of Brooms. Here's the thing, right? This is going to change your life because it's a complete change of what you are experiencing. It's going to pick up energy. So especially for those of you where the energy has been stagnant, where it doesn't feel like anything is moving, this is a brand new beginning. This is you, right? Especially in this deck. I love this deck for this reason, because when we think about the Wizard of Oz and we think about Dorothy and we think about the Fool card, this is her leaving her house. She's about to run into the tornado that's going to transport her into Oz. And it's going to take her from black and white to beautiful color, right? Technicolor to be exact. But this is that change, right? This is a complete change. And this is also you, pile number 2, regardless of your gender, embracing and embodying this energy of the Queen of Bricks, which is the Queen of Pentacles, right? It's abundant energy. It's an energy that's confident, somebody that is a natural born leader, somebody that is very nurturing. This is you being this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Bricks, as a result of this wish coming through. And I have to say, for many of you, pile number 2, this comes with financial stability. This comes with opportunities that is going to create a lot of abundance and a lot of healing and a lot more security for you, pile number 2. And I think this is really speaking to that complete change. And as I said, I love that these 2 black and white cards came in along with this 8 of Brooms or 8 of Wands, because it's a brand new opportunity and it's a complete change in your life that's going to pick up the energy and it's going to get things rolling. There's a lot of momentum that's going to come in as a result of this wish that's going to get other other wishes and other areas of your life moving. Let's take a look at what is a message from the universe for you, pile number 2. So what message does the universe have for my pile number 2s? What message does the universe have for my pile number 2s? Bottom of the deck, let's take a look. We have the 10 of Cups. Talk about emotional fulfillment, satisfaction. We have the Page of Cans or Cups. We have the 4 of Cups. And we have the World card. Wow. Pile number 2. Your message is believe in the impossible. This is a group where believing is seeing. Believe that the best is happening for you because there are so many opportunities. You are about to level up. As I was saying, with the Fool card, I said this, and for those of you that are familiar with the Wizard of Oz, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is Dorothy leaving her house, right? She's leaving her house. This is the start of her day. And what's going to happen is she's eventually going to run into the tornado, which is going to transport her, right? Because she runs back to the house and she gets transported in her house. And cinema, right? When she opens the door and everything becomes bright and colorful. This is the world. This is you going through a brand new completion. And here's the thing. Anytime there's a completion of a cycle, it's closely tied to new beginnings, right? So when there's endings, and we started this reading on the 10 of Swords, which is, in my opinion, one of the hardest cards, right? Because there's an ending and there's a promise that things are going to get better. But there's also that sense of, I just went through a very difficult experience and I don't see better just yet. The universe is saying here, believing is seeing. Trust that you're going to receive emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, that things are going to work out for the best. Trust that you're going to leave this place where you're frustrated and things aren't moving forward and there's a lot of stagnancy. There's a lot that's just not going your way. Allow yourself to be creative. Allow yourself to open the door to your own Oz, right? Open that door to possibility and create from a place of wonder and creativity and magic. Because I do think for this group, it's about embracing the magic. Let's take a look, pile number 2. Let's bring in some additional messages before we close this out. Any additional messages for my pile number 2s as far as this wish fulfillment that's coming in? Sorry, I wanted to grab the 3 very specific card that I saw. So we have radical curiosity, seeing as if for the first time every time. And keep that radical curiosity going, pile number 2. We have accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. And see, there is a crossroads, especially in this card here. And with accountability, that's the thing, pile number 2, you are holding yourself accountable. And there's so much that you've already created that you're just reaping rewards. We also have trusting tricksters. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. So being very discerning, we did see that 7 of Cups earlier. I do think for this group, there's going to be more than one opportunity that shows up. Trust your gut as to what is right for you. And then we have intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. You are the one that gets to control your own game of chess, right? You are the one that gets to move the pieces in whichever way you see fit. And this is saying take control. And this is also saying this is a time where you're playing chess, right? You're not playing checkers. So keeping that in mind as you move forward. Let's take a look at what else we have here for my pile number 2s. So for my pile number 2s, final messages that want to come through. So we have light. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. We also have gratitude. This is a glorious time to be alive, and I am so grateful. And we have freedom. Boundless freedom surges through me. Bottom of the deck, healing. Phenomenal healing energy flows through every cell in my body. Pile number 2, that is what I have for you. Claim it in the comments. The right opportunity finds me with ease, because that is exactly what is coming in for you. It is the perfect opportunity. You know what? This is your affirmation. The perfect opportunity finds me with ease. That is your affirmation for the week. I hope this reading is helpful. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All of those things help me and the channel out so much, and I appreciate you for doing them. So also, if you think the video is worth sharing, make sure to share it. Let me know what else you'd like to see next. I do keep a running list. For August 2025, we're going to keep it fun, so be on the lookout for the next poll as to what will be covered next week. And this is a timeless reading, but for August 2025, as I'm posting this, we're going to keep it fun and fluffy and light and all the things. But anyways, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I am sending so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to the star card, and this is from the Mythos Tarot deck with the goddess Nyx on it. So if this is the card that you chose, this is going to be your reading. I am going to place that right over there. As a reminder, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it to fit. I did do a reading breakdown at the beginning, which is time-stamped below. I highly suggest that you check that out, because it's going to tell you exactly what's going to be covered in this reading and the format in which it will be covered. So again, I highly suggest that you check that out. That way you know if this is the right reading for you. So to get started, we are going to ask about the wish that is being granted for you, and that should help you decide if this is the right reading for you, because if the wish sounds like something that you want, desire, ask for, this is probably your pile. But if it does not, it could very well be that this is not your pile, so try choosing a different one. But let's get started, and we are going to be using the Mythos Tarot deck for this pile. And we are asking, what is the wish being granted? What is the wish being granted here? So for my pile number 3s, what wish is being granted for my pile number 3s? What wish is being granted for my pile number 3s? Let's take a look. Pile number 3. Let's see what's underneath the deck. The Page of Swords underneath the deck. This deck is beautiful. This deck is beautiful, and I don't think the camera is doing it justice. We also have the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Five of Wands. Pile number 3, you will be breaking free. You're breaking free from something. What is this? For some of you, there's been, you've been struggling with either low self-esteem, or your confidence has been taking a hit. For some of you, this feels like this could be a creative pile, where you have something that you're either working on, or you have something that you want to bring to life. And it really feels like there's there's almost like something that works out in your favor, or there's more of a, what is this? For some of you, you're putting some sort of work out there and it's going to be received really well. So this could be for someone that's like a writer, an artist. This could be someone that has like your own business type of thing, and you will be offering it and it's going to go better than expected. For someone here, you've been working on something for a very long time and it's going to be successful. I don't know why I keep getting like some of you may be like authors, or some of you could be offering a service and you're going to see an uptick. Maybe someone here is like an influencer as well. Maybe you're sharing content, you are sharing something with the world that's coming through. Pile number 3, this is a very interesting one. I want to see the High Priestess with Goddess Persephone on there. Yeah, there's something coming through. It almost feels like my pile number 3 is you are the channel for something that is coming through, for something that you're bringing to life. And there was a lot of anxiety around this that is going to be lifted. For some of you, this is your mental health is going to improve greatly. But I also think for others of you, there's still a message here about bringing something in, bringing something to light. There's a birth of something here as well. But there's also like, for some of you, there's absolutely this message of like mental health improving, confidence, self-esteem improving as well. Like you seeing your worth and you being more comfortable with yourself coming through here as well. The Tower moment. There's something unexpected that brings this about. For some of you, you've already been going through this Tower moment. You've already been going through something that was very unexpected and very chaotic as well. Pile number 3, some of you, part of this wish fulfillment is you either no longer caring or no longer putting weight on someone else's opinion. Someone else, like an outside source's opinion, is no longer going to carry weight on the way that you view yourself, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you move forward. That's coming through here as well. And it could be a very specific person, or it could be more of like just having that fear of like not being accepted, or it being more of like a group thing or not being a specific person. But for some of you, this is about a very specific person no longer having almost like a say or control in your life and in the way that you carry yourself and the way that you move forward. I also think pile number 3, there's going to be a sense of like just being at home within yourself and being at ease with yourself that's coming in as part of this wish fulfillment. Let's take a look at what is the current energy with this wish. So what is happening for you right now as it relates to this wish? What's going on for you as it relates to this wish right now? Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords. We also have the King of Wands. Yeah, this feels like a very creative group to me. We have the 8 of Swords. I love that Medusa image. And we have the Justice card. Pile number 3, as far as what's going on for you right now, some of you are breaking free. That's the energy here. You're breaking free. You are pushing past the limits and you're getting to the other side of this. For some of you, I do see this King of Wands here. So I have to say, I do get very creative energy. I also get a little bit of like entrepreneur energy. So this could be a group where there's something that you're bringing into the world, whether it's something that you are offering the collective or something that you are sharing with the collective, or this is like influencer type of energy, writing a book, publishing a book, starting a business, growing a business. There's something along those lines that's coming through for some of you, and you are working very hard on breaking free and getting to the other side of some limitations. And I do think that for this group, part of what's been getting in the way, part of what's been limiting you is fear, and it's playing it small and trying to fit into a box or trying to do things in a way that you think they need to be done when you are not meant to be held in a small box, right? You are bigger than that. You're a circle, pile number 3, and you're trying to put yourself in the box, so it's not working. There's something that's falling into alignment with this Justice card. There's something karmic that is clearing at this time. There's something karmic that is like balancing itself out. I want to see what's underneath that Ace of Swords with chaos there. I actually love that card. But with that Ace of Swords being there with that Four of Swords, I think for many of you, what's happening is that there isn't so much that's happening right now as far as action, but there's a lot of planning. There's a lot of like figuring out what the next steps are. And I think you are identifying either a shadow aspect that is holding you back, or you are identifying how you've been playing it small, how you've been playing it safe when it comes either to this project, this business, this idea, even yourself, right? Because for some of you, this is just yourself, you trying to put yourself in a box and you trying to limit how you show up and showing up in ways that makes other people comfortable or that doesn't allow you to stand out too much because maybe you don't feel so comfortable with attention, or maybe you want to make sure that everybody likes you. And here's the thing, pile number 3, the energy that I'm picking up for this pile is that you're meant to share something, you're meant to bring something into this world, and regardless of how big that community is or how big that stage is that you're going to step into, it's still a stage, and not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody is going to fall in love with your work or agree with your work or agree with what you say, with what you have to offer. That is okay, because you still get to be who you are, and people just get to disagree and they get to move on with their days, right? Like, you don't have to be everybody's favorite snack. You don't have to be everybody's favorite cup of tea or, coffee. Some people don't even like tea. Some people don't even like coffee. Some people don't even like snacks. So this is about, regardless of how this shows up for you, this is about you embracing this and embracing yourself and your authenticity and sharing and existing, right? For some of you, it may not be sharing in the sense of like you're going on a platform or you're publishing a book or you're sharing art or you're offering a service. For some of you, it's how you walk around in the world and how you get from point A to point B, and doing so in a way that is authentic to you without having to worry about how it's going to be perceived, how it's going to be received. It's about you honoring yourself. And for some of you, I said this up there, for some of you, there's somebody specific that you're breaking free from, in the sense of breaking free from that person's opinion or feeling like you need to live your life to please that person or to be accepted by that person or to exist in what is expected from you. This is very interesting. Let's take a look at what is aligning to make this wish possible. So what is aligning for you in order for this wish fulfillment to be possible? Ooh, we have the Sun card. We also have the Seven of Cups. There's opportunities that are aligning. And I do feel like for this group, more than one opportunity is meant for you. We have Judgment. We also have the Seven of Coins or the Seven of Pentacles. So there are opportunities, right? The right opportunities are falling into place. There's more than one opportunity that I do think would be beneficial for my pile number threes that is coming as a result of your wish fulfillment, right? So there are options coming in for you, and that's part of what is aligning, right? It's making sure that the right opportunities are going to be available to you at the right time. So for some of you, this could very well mean like there are going to be clients that are going to be available for what you are offering, or there's going to be someone that's going to be interested in whatever, like a book that you are publishing, or again, a service that you are offering. This is also making sure that like if you are going to do something in like social media, right? There's going to be the timing is going to be right so that the right people that are meant to find you will find you. I keep saying for this group, it doesn't matter the size of the stage, it doesn't matter the size of the community. I do feel for most of you, this is about like stepping up and stepping forward and putting yourself out there in some way. We also have Judgment here. This is a spiritual awakening. So part of what is happening for you, pile number three, in order for this alignment to happen, is that you are undergoing a spiritual awakening that is putting you on the path that you are meant to be, that is giving you the information that you are meant to have. There's also a lot that is happening with the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles being here, that is happening like underneath the surface that you cannot see, right? There's a lot that is falling into place. There's a lot that is already coming together that you cannot see, that you do not know about, that is the universe coming together to help you, to support you, and to align you to this. It's almost like the universe is working at like brick by brick, putting this together so that you have the opportunities available to you. And what you are doing, pile number three, is going through that spiritual awakening. So being gentle with yourself, being kind with yourself as you move through this. We also have the Sun. There's illumination here coming through. And I do think this is a group where if you chose this pile, you probably do work with deities. You probably have at least one deity that you work with. Or it could be like you are more attracted to the mythology of it. But there is, I think, a strong connection with a like deity, goddess, god energy for this group that is coming through here. So let's take a look at what requires attention before this wish arrives for you. What requires attention before this gift, this wish. I keep saying gift. Before this wish arrives for you. What requires your attention before this wish arrives to you? Bottom of the deck, let's take a look. We have the Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles. We also have the Eight of Coins or the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Four of Wands. So pile number three, when it comes to what requires your attention before this wish arrives, to ensure that it's going to arrive the way that it should, or have the best possible chance and for you to be fully prepared for it. I think part of it is also just you continuing to make progress, especially for those of you that are going through that spiritual awakening. Continuing to make progress, right? Continuing to move forward one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, continuing to invest into your project, into yourself, into your purpose, your dharma. that's coming through here, right? So I think it's more about you having patience and continuing what you've already been doing. We have the Knight of Swords, right? So one step at a time, a body in motion stays in motion. This is the perfect time to keep going, keep pushing forward, keep getting to the other side. And this is also speaking to just recognizing how far you've come, everything that you've done, everything that you've accomplished, and giving yourself a pat on the back as it's deserved and as it's required. Sometimes we need to go through that check-in and say, you know what, I'm doing a great job, and I'm going to give myself that credit, because it's important for me to give myself the credit that I'm doing a great job, and that yes, there's more to go, but there's so much that has already been done. And I think for this group, really creating that balance of getting enough rest, but also keep going and keep moving towards what you want, especially until the wish itself shows up, until the right perfect opportunity for you shows up. Let's take a look at support. So who or what is supporting my pile number threes? So who or what is supporting my pile number threes? One thing I will say about this pile, it feels like the messages are coming through quick, to the point, and like energy is picking up for this group. We do have the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We also have Temperance. We have the Two of Coins, or the Two of Pentacles. Ooh. And we have the Eight of Cups. Pile number three, what's supporting you on this, what's supporting this wish is your higher self. For this group, this is clear, your higher self coming through and supporting you. For some of you, you do have a connection to the goddess Artemis. It could be a connection to the goddess Persephone as well for some of you. Take that as it resonates. But I think that for this group, it's your higher self. It's almost like your blueprint, your dharma, your purpose. There's an element of this that feels almost fated and destined, and that's what's supporting you. It's your higher self. It's all of the work that you've put in, and it's this almost element of divine timing, that this is coming through at the perfect time, when it was supposed to, when it was meant to come through for you. And this is you supporting you as well, by choosing yourself, by doing what needs to be done, and by being the person that is always going to face what comes up, and by being the person that is never going to walk away from a challenge. I also think pile number three, with this Two of Coins being here, this Two of Pentacles being here, you've done a lot of work to create this. You've done a lot of like surrendering, a lot of manifesting to create this. And I think that, because we have Artemis here, and Artemis is all about like focusing on, you know, we get the bow and arrow when we talk about Artemis, and you've been focused. You've been like laser focused. You've been growing your gifts. You've been growing your skill set. And that's part of what's supporting you. I do think for this group, a big support, and this isn't to say that there isn't other support in your day-to-day life, because I do think that this is a group where community is important, and you do have people in your life that would support you. But I think that the biggest support to this wish is you yourself. That's coming through loud and clear here for me. Let's take a look at what signs you will see when your wish is near. So what signs will you see when your wish is near? Signs and synchronicities that will show up for you when your wish is nearby, when your wish is getting closer and closer. bottom of the deck, that Ace of Wands. Some of you may get more inspiration. Your creativity, your creative juices may be flowing even more. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Chariot card, and we have the Three of Coins, or the Three of Pentacles. So pile number 3, when it comes to, I actually want to see what this is, and the Nine of Cups being there, you're going to know that there's something coming in. I do think for many of you, you're going to be feeling a sense of like gratitude coming in. I also think that for this group, there's going to be a lot of dreams or a lot of like daydreams that come through for this group. I also think that for this group, you may notice more animals around, and there may be animal messengers in your dreams. For this group as well, there's going to be downloads. You're going to receive download information. So it's going to feel like you're just receiving information. You just know things. There's just information that's being given to you as far as like what comes next, how it's going to work, and how you are going to move forward. I also think as far as signs and synchronicities for this group, you're going to feel more energized. As I said, your creative juices are going to be flowing. There's going to be a lot more creativity. There's going to be a sense of gratitude as well that comes in as you are getting ready to receive this. For someone here, ringing in the left ear. So you may like experience ringing in the left ear a little bit. And it could even be like you go to the doctor and they can't find a reason, and it'll stop once your wish comes in. That's coming through, so take that as it resonates as well. And not every single thing is going to be for every single person, so take the ones that resonate with you. I also think for some of you, there's going to be like, you're going to be doing some sort of cord cutting right around the time that this comes in. Or you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel lighter even if you're not doing like a cord cutting ceremony. All right, pile number 3, let's take a look at how can you prepare. So when it comes to what is an action that you can take or something tangible to help you prepare to receive your wish fulfillment. How can you prepare, right? In an action-based, tangible way. What can you do to prepare for this wish? We have the Queen of Wands. For this group, making sure that you're doing something creative, that you keep yourself busy. I also think for this group, for some of you, like having plants around the home, or maybe like gardening, or having like flowers, adding flowers to the altar can be very helpful if you have an altar. The Four of Cups. We also have the Three of Wands, and we have the Four of Coins. So for this group, pile number 3, something very important for you in order to prepare for this is if you are feeling frustrated, if you are feeling blocked, if you are feeling like a sense of apathy, trying to bring yourself back into the present moment, trying to, kind of create some sort of like change, some sort of opportunity, something. I think for this group, some sort of creative endeavor, some sort of creative expression can be very helpful. Again, especially for those of you that may be feeling like a sense of apathy or frustration, or just boredom, or if you're feeling very stagnant, doing something that is going to help get the energy flowing, the energy moving, is going to help this wish come in even sooner. I also think that this is a time for this group, in order to prepare for this, to really practice gratitude. I do think practicing gratitude for this group can be very helpful. And I also think that like manifesting, being very intentional with what you want and what you are manifesting, and continuously making choices and decisions that align with what you are manifesting and that are going to help you progress towards your manifestation is going to help. So this is really about like you are the co-creator and meeting the universe halfway, because we also have that Four of Coins. So we have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups in this reading. So be very careful with stagnancy. Be very careful with lack mentality. This is about getting the energy flowing and leaning into confidence and leaning into knowing what your worth is, and not only knowing what your worth is, but putting that into practice, into what you expect to receive back, and pouring into yourself as well, right? Like investing self-care, self-love, investing time and energy into taking care of yourself and doing what is right for you. Pile number 3. So how will this wish change your life? I just heard success. Yeah, for some of you, this is going to bring some level of success. It's going to open up something very successful. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have the Five of Cups, the 10 of Coins. Yeah, for some of you, there's going to be some actual abundance, and the Eight of Wands. There's forward movement. There's fast movement. For some of you, you're no longer going to feel you're no longer going to be feeling those feelings of disappointment and grief and like feeling left out. There's going to be new opportunities. You're going to feel in tune. Things are going to be flowing. Your ideas are going to be flowing. This 10 of Coins, emotional, spiritual, but also material abundance coming in. This Eight of Wands, fast movement, right? Opportunities that you are able to take, accept, growth. I do think for this group, there is going to be a monetary payback. I also do think that part of what this is going to do for you, and part of what you are going to find is going to change for you as a result of this wish fulfillment, is that you are going to be able to release something. There's not as much, because the Five of Cups is absolutely grief and disappointment, and even betrayal, and it can be a broken heart and self-pity. This is you feeling more empowered and you releasing any feelings of not being adequate, or any feelings of, you know, even past trauma is going to be healed. And I want to kind of be careful as I say that, because there's layers to it, right? But I do think it's being in a much better place than what you were, because we have that 10 of Coins, that 10 of Pentacles, and that Eight of Wands, which is all about like that harvest. And we see that harvest there in this card, and we see this movement here. So it's like you are being brought back in, and opportunities are showing up. Things are moving for you. I want to see what's underneath here. Yeah, that King of Coins, right? That King of Pentacles. So a lot of abundance, security, but not only in the material sense. I think that's part of it, but just abundance, security, confidence in self as well. So what is a message from the universe for my pile number 3s? And pile number 3, one thing I want to say is I think you already know this. And I think that's why this reading feels like so direct and to the point, because I think a lot of you already know this. The Six of Wands, you're going to be successful. Pile number 3, you are meant to stand out. You are meant to be big. You are meant to have an audience. You are meant to be noticed. You are meant to be seen and heard. And it's about leaning into that King of Coins, that King of Pentacles. We have this Three of Cups. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So what the universe wants you to know, pile number 3, is that this is a time where you have so much spiritual assistance. I do think spirit guides, angels, archangels, for some of you, deities as well. Whoever it is that you choose to work with, whoever it is that you already work with, there's a lot of like spiritual energy around you. And a lot of this is going to transform into physical abundance, into you reaping the harvest, right? Reaping the rewards of all of the efforts that you have put in. There's so much personal growth that is happening for you. And I do think for this group, a message that the universe has for you is that you will be connecting with the right people. I do think for this group, there is more than one soulmate coming in. And when I say soulmate, I don't just mean in the romantic sense. I do think for this group, there's going to be like significant people that you are going to meet as this wish comes through, because there's going to be a absolute shift of who you are, and you are going to be becoming a brand new version of yourself in many ways, and it's going to attract the right people. So if you have been thinking about, a friendship or a romantic partner, just know that that is coming in for you as a result of this wish fulfillment. And another message coming through for you, pile number 3, is all about just keep working hard and keep doing what you've been doing, and keep planting seed by seed, because that's getting you exactly to where you want to be. And there's so much that is waiting for you. There's so much that you will be receiving, and again, it's you are meant to be successful. Let's see what other messages we have for you, pile number 3. I'll take them. I was only going to take 3, but they kind of want to stick together. I'll honor that. So the unknown, knowing the unknown. And I think that's what's been happening here, right? That leaning into the unknown, and also leaning into discovering the self and and discovering what is unfolding for you. I do think for you, pile number 3, there's a lot that you're about to discover more about. We also have emotional energy. So emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. And what are your emotions sharing? What are your emotions? What call to action are you receiving from your emotions? Because you are very sensitive, pile number 3. You have a lot of strong emotions. I do feel that for my pile number 3s. Then we have transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. And you are going through that awakening, right? And you are going through this transition. Then we have distorted perceptions. Reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. And I think that that's what's happening. It's that rediscovery of what is true for you individually, especially. And then we have the voice. You are here to be. Pile number 3, I said this. I said this for this pile, and you saw me shuffle this. This isn't like pre-shuffled and I'm putting this together. You saw me shuffle all of these cards. Look at this. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. That 6 of Wands. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. You're not here to fade into black. You are not here to fade into the background. You are here to be the main event. Pile number 3, lean into that. And I know it can be scary. And again, I don't know how big this audience is. It's going to be different things for different people. But honoring that you are here to use your voice. Let's see what else we have here. All right, let's see what we have. So it's going to be, I thought it was going to be 3. It's 4. All right, so we have compassion. The vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. We also have love. I am wonderful. I receive and give love today and always. Absolutely. Pile number 3. Purification. My energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. Yeah, this is part of the awakening. And then we have truth. I live my truth. Absolutely. Pile number 3. Bottom of the deck, miracles. My life is a miracle. Pile number 3, claim it in the comments. I really think that for you, your affirmation has to do with this Six of Wands, with this voice card. I actually like this card. Pile number 3, your affirmation for the week. I am here to be known and to be seen. I am here to be known and to be seen. That is your affirmation for the week. Claim it in the comments below. Also, thank you for being here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All of that helps the channel out so much. Also, share the video if you think it's worth sharing. That will help me out so much as well. Let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments below. I do have a running list. We will get through everything. But stay tuned for the next poll in August 2025 when this was posted. We're going to keep it light and fun, so the next poll will be posted very, very soon. Be on the lookout for that through the community page. And thank you for allowing me to read for you. I am sending so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now.